whatsoever, and HSN is putting on a sale for you tonight. It's the time to do it. It's something that is absolutely worth every single penny, and it is final and last call. We've got maybe 400 of these left with now over 2,300 wonderful people protected. Lori, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really do appreciate it.
Enjoy this. I hope you never have to use it, but it's great to have it. Yes.
Lori's coming back at the end of the show with a phenomenal, great innovation for all of you looking to be entertained and hear every word of it. So stay with us. Now we're going to continue on with Connected Life. We're talking about the aging process, independent senior living. So, of course, Andrew Lessman might be chiming in a little bit later in the show. But Lori and I were just talking about a fall. It can be scary. It can be life-threatening. It usually causes an injury. And then we see somebody who's dressed like this. And now we're going to make it easier and more comfortable and more mobile than ever before with the one-of-a-kind, brand new Hurricane. No Irma, no Jose here, not a hurricane. It's the Hurricane, the freestanding, all-terrain, most phenomenal, versatile, comfortable, travelable, best ever cane that you've ever owned. If you use one right now, get this one as a backup. If you know you may need one in the future after surgery, today for $10 on FlexPay, we have them all great colors to choose from today. Only about 200-300 available in each color for just the best cane you've ever owned or had to use in your life. Matt, tell us a little bit more about this great product, if you don't mind.
We're talking about independence here, right? Yes. So what we need to talk about here is, I work with hundreds of patients, okay, with their mobility issues. If you're struggling out there with limited mobility, I know exactly what you're going through, and there are dozens, if not hundreds of canes on the market to choose from, and you want to know which one you should choose. The makers of the Hurricane made this cane with all of your concerns in mind, all right? So you can see here, it's ultra portable, it's ultra light, and it's ultra stable, which are the most important things. You can get right out of your vehicle, you can carry it discreetly, because that's a huge issue. It's stylish, and you know what? This is gonna withhold up to 350 pounds. So this isn't a small cane. This is actually a cane that's gonna do every bit and more of what you're used to.
And look what it folds down to. If you need to travel with it, if you need to get on a plane with it, if you wanna be able to put it away at the doctor's office or at the park, it folds down to this, and even comes with a bag to be able to travel with it. Because of this, it's all terrain. You get 3 additional feet when you buy from us. You get the Heavenly Comfort Grip handle. You get the wrist strap. You get a bag. You get the best bundle. It's totally exclusive. You cannot find it when you shop directly Hurricane unless you buy it from us. Now, already 300 are sold. We expect a 7-minute sellout on this Hurricane. Whether you've got surgery coming up, whether you ever need the support walking up or down the stairs or up or down the hall, if you want to get it as a gift for somebody who's struggling, now is your time to be able to order it. I have 200 in purple. I have 200 in blue. We've got red and we've got black as well for you. And Matt's going to talk about why it's so much different and better than the alternatives that we've used for years. Right, Matt?
Look, there's a reason why this is the #1 selling cane in America, okay? It's because it'll do this. This is all you need to do. So if we're sitting in a seated position and Norma here is about to stand up, all she needs to do is simply unfold the cane. It actually is made with a very super strong aluminum base. Like I said, up to 350 pounds of support. And you can see this right here. That base that is on the Hurricane, and this is the Freedom Edition, so you're getting the absolute best. This is gonna have the stability of a foot, and that base is gonna pivot like an ankle. So what this is gonna do is actually become an extension of your body. The ergonomic handle is huge as well, because I can tell you, this is my dad's cane, okay? Before the Hurricane, this is my dad's cane. Pick this up, Brett. Okay?
Ooh, it's heavy.
That's about 20 pounds.
Yeah.
The Hurricane is about 2 pounds. My dad is the biggest critic. He's suffered from arthritis for years. And some of his biggest concerns are, if we go to a restaurant, okay, he's thinking about, can I get the cane in the car? What am I supposed to do? So with the Hurricane, that's not a worry. It's gonna fold down just like this.
And it's also height adjustable, so whether you're as tall as Matt or as short as me, it works for absolutely everybody. You've got great personal colors, and you've got an exclusive bundle with all the extras and goodies. It is a better deal than what you get from Hurricane themselves, and it's the #1 top seller in the world today. You wanna talk about a reinvention of the wheel? This is it. Now we're at 400 sold. It's 5 minutes or sellout. I have 150 left in purple. I have 150 left in blue. It's on 4 flex, so all you spend is $10 today. Whether you need it because you're going to have surgery, whether you need it because you've got trouble with your hips, with your knees, sometimes you just need that support. It's got a pivoting head, and the all-terrain base makes it the best cane that you'll ever own and the easiest to travel along with you. Now here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna put up our fair warning countdown. You're gonna see how many have sold, switch over to how many are left. It does not count the 400 shoppers I have in line. It does make a great gift. We are gonna work on getting more of these in stock before the end of the year. But if you're somebody that wants to buy something for a mother or a father, somebody who is going to be going through surgery, or somebody who struggles to bring their cane with them, on the plane, in the car, juggling it, finding a way to store it. This is a phenomenal buy, and today it's only $10 a month. And Matt, you know, you're a registered nurse. I mean, you know why people need to have canes, and you've seen this be a better alternative for everybody, right?
Like I said, you know, if you have mobility issues, you know, you've tried out so many canes, you know, they might make a cane that you can run over it with a truck and it's gonna hold up. That's not what you need when you're getting around, when you're with your family. You need something that you can just go with, okay? And just to show here, this pivoting head, it's a freestanding cane. So if I set this on a level surface, it's gonna stand on its own. That's huge. If you're at their grocery store and you wanna get something off the shelves, you have your basket in one hand. Usually with any other cane, you only have one hand because you need to hold the cane with the other. You can hold the Hurricane, let it stand on its own, get your items off the shelf, put them in the basket, and then just carry on with your day.
Free shipping and 4 flex while supplies last. I have 100 left in purple. I have 120 left in blue. We've got about 200 in black and in red each. It's final call now with 400 colors on the line. I'm just fair warning. It is not going to last the clock. Use express ordering. Go to hsn.com. Dare I say, hurry to get your Hurricane before they're gone. And I do love in that video, you see that it's truly an all-terrain cane. It can go up and down the hills, in the grass. And the fact that it collapses down and you're not struggling with how to get it in and out of the car, where to put it when you get on the plane. Maybe you go without your cane those last few moments because you found a place to put it away and you're still trying to get through a tight corner. You don't ever have to be without it. It's ergonomic, it's comfortable, it's pivoting. It's truly the best reinvention of the wheel we've seen in a long time.
This is a clunker, okay? And eventually, this is gonna wear off on the bottom of this. So this is gonna lose a lot of its grip. It's not ergonomic. If you drop it on the floor, okay, then if you have limited mobility, it's very difficult to pick this up off the floor. And a lot of times, you know, you've done this at home, maybe you've dropped your cane. That means that you're kind of stranded and you rely on someone else to pick that up. With the Hurricane, it's gonna stand on its own, okay? And again, 2 pounds. What they've done with these feet on the bottom, it's gonna work in a variety of terrains. It's an all-terrain cane. So whether you're walking on, you know, carpet, or hard floor, maybe the grass, these feet are gonna give you the best grip and 3 points of stability. That's 3 times the stability of a single point cane. We want to prevent falls. We want to prevent you from getting hurt. You want to have the freedom to go out and about and carry on your business and be with your family on those moments that count the most, okay? This is, again, close to home for me because my dad struggles with this, and until the Hurricane came out, this clunker was his cane.
So final moment to shop for it. With the calls coming online, it's all but gone. So we've got purple is down to about 30 or 40, blue is down to about 50, and I've got 100 in black and about 150 left in red. It's very, very giftable, of course. It's a comfortable, better alternative only when you get it at HSN. You get the travel bag, you get the wrist strap, you get everything. If you are on the phone, we have counted you. Do not hang up, do not let go of that order, but the Hurricanes are brand new and officially sold out. So thank you for your calls and thank you for your orders. So stay on the phone and stay with us if you're ordering yours, because we've counted you in that sellout special. Matt, thank you for all those great features and for reminding us about all of it.
Right, and I just want to mention, with the heavenly handle and the extra feet with this, you're getting so much extra than you normally would. You're really getting a good buy along with a great product.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
Okay, so a few reminders real quick, because we are selling out of all of our senior living independent products. We're going to talk to our expert, Mark Hager, in just a moment. He's talking about empowering you to age in place, stay in the home that you love. How about monitoring that home? Whether you are the child who wants to monitor a parent, or you are the senior citizen that wants to monitor your home and know that there's notifications to your kids or to your phone when you get out. Check in on the cats, the dogs. Have the one-of-a-kind pan and tilt model. We have about 400 left in stock. It's $26 on Flex. It's the best price in the entire country. And then, of course, 911 Help Now. Mark himself told us we need to have an emergency pendant. We need to have a way to be connected to 911 services. It's a phenomenal product, and it's all but sold out. We're down to only about 200-300 of those. Now, as I said, Mark Hager is joining us. For over a decade, he has been empowering senior citizens with a plan to age in place. Your concept for how to stay in the home that you raised your kids in, that you built a life in, that whatever the changes are to your physical state, that we can age in place, correct?
Absolutely.
So we talked about some big deal changes, right? I mean, things like changing out your tub and changing out your doors and
Major
replacing the
remodeling.
steps, some major stuff, right? But maybe some people are not yet there, right? They want to take it slower. It's not necessarily in the budget today. What are the easy, accessible, around the house things that our customers can try right now to make their home safer to live in independently?
There's actually quite a few. One of the easiest things to do is to take all your doorknobs and replace them with lever handles. You can tell using a lever handled door that you just press down with your hand and lift up and you can gently push, right? It's easy to open the door. And along those lines, you can also replace your faucets. Typically you have the ones that have the twists knobs, put a lever handle on it, or even they have faucets now that you can just touch with your hand and it'll come on.
I start to think about what in our lives do we have to pick up and put down? What are we, as I like to say, schlepping around that we can find better alternatives to?
Well, I can tell you that when it comes to bending and lifting, right, a great way to reduce some of that is to raise your dishwasher up and then raise your washing machine and your dryer, put them on a pedestal, essentially. What that means is you don't have to reach as far down to get your laundry, or reach as far down, it saves your back, right? And along those lines is you can get a rolling cart for your laundry, because you pull it to wherever you're going to do your laundry. You don't have to reach as far down, right? Because you've put that washing machine on a pedestal, and then once it's dry, you can put it in there and roll it back to wherever you're going to fold it.
Now, we were just talking about the hurricane, and we know that for a lot of people, falls are a major concern for senior citizens. What are some simple choices we can make when we look and do an inventory of the floor in our home? What can we do right now to try to prevent falls from happening?
Okay, well, the most important thing you can do as far as falling just in and around the house is get rid of all your throw rugs, because they are a tripping hazard. And the other thing is, in terms of carpeting, is to try to get rid of your carpeting and replace that with flooring that has some kind of texture or non-slip coating so you don't slip and fall.
I never even thought about the throw rugs, and it's funny considering how much I trip over them myself on any given day, right?
We all do.
So it's exciting to think that there are simple and easy strategies and plans that we can execute in our lives in order to stay comfortably, not burden our children, maintain the home that we grew up in, we raised children, and we made memories in for years and years to come. I know how important it's been for my parents and my in-laws to be able to do just that. And anybody at any time can go to ageinplace.com, right? And can talk through some of your plans and some of your strategies for how to do just that, right?
Absolutely. And there's a way on there that if you need help, you can contact me and I'll be glad to speak with you.
Well, thank you so much for your help.
Thank you, Brett.
And for it's a wonderful field for you to be in, and we're glad to have you here speaking with us here on HSN.
Thank you.
Now, we're talking about independent living. We're talking about what is hopefully a happy, thriving, healthy lifestyle as a senior citizen. And we couldn't possibly touch on this subject here at HSN without hearing the thoughts and ideas of our health and wellness expert, our very own vitamin guru, Andrew Lessman, standing by to tell you a little bit more about his thoughts on aging in place.
Hi there, Andrew Lessman here, And this evening, I'm going to try to chime in a little bit, pitch in a little bit when it comes to aging and aging in place, being independent as we age. It's something that most of us don't really think about until we sort of encounter it head on. All of us are aging, as they often say. It's no fun, but it sure beats the alternative. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm just trying to age as gracefully as possible. And I think we're all trying to do the same thing. Most of the issues that we encounter as we age are pretty much a summary of the kinds of products that we make. Because the products we make focus on wellness. And what generally wellness is retaining the characteristics, the qualities of life that are deemed healthy and keep us well, keep us active. So as our activity is reduced, which is sometimes inevitable with the aging process, sometimes by choice, a whole range of other issues come to light. And unfortunately, as I said before, aging is not a fun process. It's a pretty darn unpleasant process, but we have no choice. I'm trying to age as gracefully as possible, not by virtue of cosmetic surgery or anything like that, but by virtue of just taking care of myself, remaining as active as I possibly can. Behind me is a very large mountain that's about 11,200 feet, and a couple of times a week I head up that mountain on foot, at least a couple of times a week. I've done that for the better part of 25 plus years. And I think to the extent we retain healthy habits and youthful habits, we have the best chance of retaining our youth. And certainly we have to be realistic, and I try to be realistic. I don't quite go up as fast as I used to in the past. But the characteristics that define a more youthful, a more independent aging life are things that relate to, say, mobility and comfort, mental function. In terms of mobility and comfort, I always talk about our circulation vein support for healthy legs product, because as much as we focus on our joints, and I think we tend to focus too much on our joints, and one of the best things we could do for our joints is simply to try to move through life at our ideal weight. Nothing is more healthy for our joints than losing weight and maintaining a healthy level of activity. But our circulation vein support for healthy legs is a product that in Europe the ingredients are prescribed by medical doctors for the health of their patients' legs. It's different regulations there, a different regulatory framework there. In the United States, it's a natural product. It's a product an ingredient that I believe we brought over first over 20 years ago, diosmin. It's a product that we've only improved over the last 20 years and is for someone whose life might be limited in terms of mobility, who might spend too much time sitting as a result or not being able to get the activity that's important for healthy circulation and healthy joints. It's a product that truly is life-changing. If you read the reviews on our circulation and vein support for healthy legs, and it's a mouthful of a name, but it simply says what it does. The clinical science is abundant and it's clear. I mean, there's voluminous clinical science on these ingredients. So it's a product that truly does deliver in a way that makes a profound difference. Pretty much the older you are, the more you will become attached to this product and never want to be without this product. And certainly we always hear talk about products for our joints like glucosamine and chondroitin. I've been manufacturing glucosamine and chondroitin and doing it the correct way for 38 years. Our marine collagen peptides is a product that has been just praised for not just its beauty benefits in terms of the quality of your skin, but also in terms of its implications for healthy joints, healthy blood vessels. So there's a wide number of things we can do that as we get older. Women have unique issues, as do men. Women in terms of perimenopause and menopause, which could be challenges to a healthy, active lifestyle and a healthy outlook even. Our Ultimate Women's Wellness provides natural support for women during those changes, and every woman experiences those differently. And for men we discover later in life our prostate gland and its implications for urinary function and even for its impact on our sleep and our quality of sleep. So for that we make prostate support. But again, as we think in terms of having a healthy, active life as we age, and maybe as we contend with severe severe or significant limitations, the one thing I've always said is the more limited our life and the more aged we become, oftentimes we think, gosh, we've been doing the incorrect thing for so long. Why bother changing? There's not really going to be a benefit. The one thing I have seen over and over and over, and the science supports, is the worse you've been, the more you benefit from even the slightest change. So whatever it might be, whether it's weight loss or just a little activity, this is my office I work in, I often just get on the floor and do some stretching. The dogs think I'm crazy, but I get on the floor and do some stretching. You don't have to be able to stand up and jump around to do fancy yoga. You can do yoga on the floor, yin yoga. In fact, I did a yoga video that you never got off the floor about 25 years ago. So there's all sorts of things we can do to have a healthy, active lifestyle despite limitations, things that go far beyond the supplements I make. And of course, they focus on specific issues that are the issues we tend to contend with as we get older. But the most important thing, and I say this about every single issue, the most important thing is the gift that we all have, and that's our free will and our ability to make choices. And don't think because life might become a little bit more challenging as we get older and a little bit more limited, or perhaps even a lot more limited, that there isn't great benefits to be derived from a small effort. And in fact, as I said before, the older you are and perhaps the worse you've behaved, the more you benefit from the slightest, smallest changes in terms of even just meditation, relaxation, focusing on your breathing, just getting on the floor and doing a little bit of stretching, right now with the internet and all the apps that are available on the phones, you can find dozens of free apps to do basic exercises at home on the floor, even for those of us who might be the most limited. And as I said before, the more limited we are, the more benefits we get from the smallest of efforts. So we should never be discouraged. In fact, it's harder for someone like me who's trained every day of his life. If I stop training, I lose my fitness. And it's very hard for me to get any more fit than I already am. But for those of us who have not been doing that, even the smallest effort delivers enormous benefits and enormous dividends in terms of mobility, in terms of flexibility, because as we get older, it's inescapable that we lose the defining characteristics of youth and health. We lose our flexibility. We lose our strength and our muscle mass. We lose our aerobic and cardiovascular fitness. We lose them gradually over time. However, to the extent we make a small effort, we could retain them. And as we get older, those of us, even in our 80s, if you want to see compelling research on the benefits of exercise, look at studies talking about folks who didn't exercise and started exercising even in their 80s and 90s. And the results and the benefits and the quality of life are dramatic. Even something simple in terms of supplementation, the risk of falling goes up dramatically as we get older from the age of, say, 50 onward. It was always thought that fractures and things became commonplace because of falling, and that the fractures might have happened because of weak bones and things like that. What they've now realized is so much of falling as we get older are weak muscles and vitamin D deficiency, because vitamin D is critical for muscle function and muscle contraction, that simply having healthy vitamin D levels dramatically reduces the risk of falling as we get older. So there's all sorts of things we could do with healthy diet and certainly healthy supplementation, whether it's vitamin D or omega-3s or the things I'd mentioned previously. But the most important thing is a frame of mind. And a frame of mind that despite the fact that we're getting older, that we might be, hopefully we're blessed with good genes, and even if we're cursed with less than ideal genes, we still have an opportunity to benefit greatly. We still have an opportunity to do the very best with what we have. As they say in cards, that you simply play the cards you're dealt, and some also dealt very good cards, and perhaps with the very good cards, those are folks who are lazy and don't make an effort, and those of us dealt more challenging cards, we develop the habits necessary to derive the best from them. But either way, we have to do the very best we can with what we've been delivered. And that's what life provides, as long as we're here to do the very best we can with what opportunities we have, even notwithstanding the limitations we might suffer from.
Well, I'd like to thank Andrew for his perspective and his insights and his passion for making us all as healthy and lively and independent as possible. Now, he's just talking about circulation and vein support, and we've just been talking about falling with the hurricane, but he also mentioned for just a brief moment the importance of a vitamin D supplement. And I was really struck by what he said about the fact that it is quite possibly the most necessary and affordable vitamin to consume. You know, we've all been told that you get out in the sun, you get vitamin D. And then you're told stay out of the sun. It's going to hurt your skin. It's going to prematurely age you. And the bottom line is the body quite simply does not produce all that much vitamin D, as I've read, as I've learned from Andrew and learned from research out there. So because he was so compelled to talk about the importance of vitamin D3 as we age, and we're trying to empower you to that best life at any age, to feel your best, to feel comfortable and confident, I wanted to make sure you knew that the vitamin D3 supplement is available in either 1,000 or 2,000 international units, and it is all on special pricing. Andrew does want to be a centerpiece of our connected life world. It is all about health and wellness and the best version of your life, and I think we can all agree that a healthy day is a better day. A day where you feel good, where your body is capable and ready to tackle the world, is a day where you go out and accomplish more than you thought, go and do things you never thought possible, experience happiness in a way that you maybe thought wasn't possible. When the body gets in the way, the spirit kind of can't flourish. So we're so thrilled and proud to be partnered with Andrew and to offer you some of the best products connected to our theme. This week is all about aging in place, independent living, senior living done right. So he's got special pricing for you tonight on circulation and vein support in all different size bottles, and then the vitamin D3 supplement, as he states, the most important and the most affordable vitamin to consume. There's tons of 5-star reviews on these. They're easy to swallow, they're easy to digest, and they are yours to shop for tonight so that you can empower your body to feel as great as your mind does, to live that independent, healthy, mobile, wonderful life, keeping up with grandchildren's, living that retirement that you always imagined and dreamed of living, or quite simply doing what our expert Mark talked about, which was simply aging in place, being able to care for the home around you and stay in it after you've built your entire life around it. So while we've got special pricing, promotional sales for you, it's a great opportunity to add to your wellness, your supplement, your vitamin regimen, or to try one of these incredible supplements and see what they can do for your brain, for your body, for your spirit, and for your outlook on life. They are all customer picks. Andrew's vitamins are all made right here in America, and we're always so thrilled and proud to be able to present an opportunity to get special pricing to empower your body to feel better than it's ever done before. So continue to shop for Andrew Lessman supplements. We've got the circulation and vein support, and we've got vitamin D3. He's basically built you your senior living, independent aging, aging in place set today, all on sale. So thank you, Andrew, and thanks for shopping. Now, coming up next, we want to keep your brain active. We want to keep you engaged. And so we've put something together for you that's very extraordinary and exciting tonight. And Aaron Berger is joining us. And he's been talking to me about how he used to work in the senior community and how thrilled he is to help offer this to our customers and to our shoppers. Tablets are accessible to everybody. And today they're so affordable, thanks to the wonders of what Amazon has done. Senior citizens have always said this is the easiest that they've ever used. It's obviously the tumble test and the drop test. They don't have to worry about replacing it. What we've put together for you tonight is extraordinary. What you get is the best-selling America's Sweetheart, takes a tumble and keeps on rocking for you, Fire HD 8-inch tablet. It's the newest and latest and greatest model. And only when you shop Connected Life and here at HSN, you get over $200 in goodies. Not only do you get the $80 tablet, you get 6 months of happy Neuron brain games. We are talking about truly challenging your mind, fighting back the mental signs of aging, giving yourself 6 months of brain games and challenges free and included. Plus, we're giving you free headphones. We're giving you a caseable voucher so you can put a picture of your grandkids on your tablet, and a bunch of other goodies and specials. It's $16 on Flex. It's the easiest tablet for anybody to use who's been resistant. It allows you to stay connected to friends and family members, engage your mind, and join the digital revolution for movies and games and skills and all sorts of goodies in your own, professional life and your past of working.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you have been thrilled to see senior communities all have a tablet like this available to use?
I think, you know, and I say this whether we're doing a show sort of centered around aging or a show not centered around aging, the thing about tablets is they don't discriminate.
Right.
Not based on age, not based on sex, not based on gender. They don't, everybody loves a tablet because they're simple to use and because they connect us in so many ways. And yes, I mean, specifically in the context of aging, one of the great things about tablets is they're simple to use. They're not based on dexterity. You don't have to have particular agility to use them. And this tablet in particular, that is the Amazon Fire. One of the things about it, for example, very often you'll see me out here with the Fire 7. This is a larger screen. This is the Fire 8-inch tablet. So it's an easier tablet to see. And I'll just show you very quickly, you know, an inch doesn't sound like a lot of difference, but when it's measured diagonally, it makes a lot of difference. It makes quite a bit of difference. The other thing, of course, with having a tablet is if you can't see something well, you can always pinch and zoom and see it more easily. That separates it from your computer.
Readers.
It's built-in readers. It's actually a great way to think of it. In fact, I was watching your show at the very beginning, one of the first products you had on, and I thought, yeah, readers are great, but one of the great things about your tablet is you can take your readers off whenever you want. Same thing when you get into books, and we'll talk about that. You can always change the text, and you can always change the font and make it easier to see. With the operating system, this is the Fire operating system, it does something that other tablets don't do. You see across the top here, there's basically always a really, really easy menu to use. So whether you're in home or if you want to read a book on your tablet, all I'm doing is sliding from one side to the other. If you want to watch videos on your tablet, and there are gajillions of videos available, whether you're using the Amazon Prime store, which many of us do. If you're an Amazon Prime member, lots of Amazon Prime content available to you. If you like to play games for kids of all ages, we include brain games. We're going to talk about in a minute from My Happy Neuron, 6 months of brain games to train the 5 cognitive areas of your brain, your memory and your visual, spatial, and your reasoning and all those kind of things. If you want to do a little bit of shopping, something we're partial to here at HSN. If you want to download apps or listen to music or download Audible books, another great thing. A lot of us at all ages love to listen to books. There's the entire library of audible.com that you have access to. And then your newsstand, whether it's news or magazines or books, it's all available just at a swipe.
It's the simplest, most intuitive, easiest. That's why it's America's Sweetheart tablet. It's also gone through tumble tests and drop tests so that you can actually maybe have this be the last tablet you ever have to buy. And if it's the first one you buy, if you're going, you know, I'm too old for this technology, first, you're missing out on staying connected face-to-face with your friends and family members, being connected to your favorite sports teams and weather and traffic and news and all that good stuff. But what's great about this one and why we feel it really doesn't discriminate whether you're 5 or 85 is the help support. The fact that everybody gets like a basically built-in tech tutor to teach you everything it can do.
And we have a still that we'll show you guys about this, but just before we do, let me show you. One of the things that's built in is Alexa, so you can talk to your tablet. You don't even have to be able to find the help button. You press this little circle down here in the middle and talk to it. So I can say, open help.
Here's help.
And the tablet, well, opened help. So you can get help with your wireless. You can get your user guide. My favorite probably are all the help videos that are built in. So if you want to know how to connect to your Wi-Fi or troubleshooting, transferring content from your computer to your tablet, for example, you give it a press, and it's going to talk you through at your own pace. You can watch this as many times as you want. You can listen to it as many times as you want. And I think that ability to be able to review on your own, to be able to use on your own, to be able to learn on your own is great. It's not just the help videos, though. As we show you this still, you have basically a lifetime of support powered by Mayday, which is great. You have a lifetime of these videos, which is great. So just lots of really good stuff and really easy ways to get help. One of the things that I started to show you there was Alexa. So I just asked Alexa to open up the help menu, for example. There's tons of things you can do with Alexa. And one of the things I love as we get older, sometimes you don't want to get up to do things. With a TP-Link plug, you can actually turn items in your house off and on. So there's a light over there, just to the side of the set that you guys are going to see in our shot. If you want to turn your lights on and off, you want to turn your air on and off, you want to turn a heater on in the morning before you go to the bathroom, it's as easy as going, turn light on. You have a fully connected home for your fully connected light.
It's all that simple and easy, and you truly, yes, we believe this is the right tablet that we've hand selected for senior citizens and part of our Aging in Place show, but truly, when it can be dropped and not break, when it's only $16 to get it home, when you're getting $200 worth of goodies that you cannot get even directly from Amazon. This is the most giftable, exciting tablet buy that we've put together here at HSN in a long time. And maybe you are the grandmother that wants to finally learn. At this price, get one for you and one for your grandson and learn together. Do Happy Neuron brain games together. Play a game together that's actually brain building for both of you. All you do tonight is choose the color of your free and included headphones. They're soft, cushy, over-the-ear headphones. They come in pink for 100 customers. They come in red for about 300 customers. They come in black, or I'm sorry, in a silver for about 200 customers, and they come in blue for about 300-400 of you. This is a limited time supply buy, and whether you are shopping for an improvement tablet for yourself or a gift, whether it is your first foray into this technology or an upgrade, I want to show you our value, because we put this together exclusively for you as part of our brain building independent living show. If you go directly to Amazon, this is $79.95. In fact, it's actually $79.99. When you buy from us, you get over $90 worth of software, games, apps, a $20 personalized case, and the headphones. It's over a $200 value, and it gives you everything that you need, including this amazing Happy Neuron experience that we've been talking about, part of this brain building, engage your mind, fight off all the signs of brain aging by staying active and engaged.
It's something that I've seen my parents do. Probably 5 years ago, they started doing this. My mom has a Kindle, by the way. There's 4 things. In 11 years of being at HSN, she asked for a viewpoint scanner, a GE camera, an HP printer, and she asked for a Kindle. And she has it, and she uses it all the time. She has a little bit of a previous version of this, but they've had these brain games for a long time, not these specifically. You're getting this really great thing called My Happy Neuron, 6 months of My Happy Neuron. So if you take a look at my tablet for a minute, it deals with the 5 cognitive areas of the brain, with memory, with attention, with language, with reasoning, and with visual spatial. So inside any of those, you choose which area you want to work on. And this is, for example, this is the visual spatial one. And it says this exercise requires you to decide which hand is on the screen, the left or the right hand. Now that sounds like an easy thing, but I was actually doing it earlier. You can choose how hard you want it to be, which difficulty level. Since we're on live television, I'm just going to say at the easiest difficulty level. It's already harder than you think it's going to be. So it'll show you a hand, and it'll say, do you think that's the right hand or the left hand? You kind of have to think about it, and then you can say, okay, like I got that one right. I see that. I think that's the left hand, but see, I got it wrong. It's really, you have to sort of put your, okay, that's the left.
So
that was incorrect. That was actually the right hand, which makes me feel a little bit better. You kind of have to think of your own, that one. Oh my gosh, I'm really not doing well. Okay, right. There we go. At least we got that one. That's the left hand, right? Yeah, okay, we got that one right too.
But do you know how much our brains are engaged right now?
That's exactly right.
And immersive and important this is for you and for your kids.
Right hand.
This is a $55 6-month brain building, brain teaser. You're playing a game, but you're building your cognitive skills experience. Here it is, just in black and white, but bump down a couple of lines. 6-month service to Happy Neuron is $55 value. It's free and included with your purchase tonight. You basically get 4 cents off the price of the tablet, and everything else is a Connected Life bonus for you tonight. We've got maybe 800 of these left to go. I've got 90 pink headphones left. I've got about 150 silver headphones left. You're getting free headphones. You're getting the fast, responsive, and by the way, tumble and drop approved tablet.
Yeah, we should show that.
This is the one that takes a beating and keeps on running for you if you drop it, for your spouse if he's got butterfingers, for the kids and the grandkids. It's the most affordable, most celebrated, most customer loyalty. Once you learn it once, you're mastered it and know it for a lifetime tablet. We hand selected this for you. For anybody who's resisted a tablet, have face-to-face calls with your kids and your grandkids. Try out Facebook, shop on HSN, and never miss your size or your color again. Join the digital world with the easiest to use tablet in the industry today at the best value you will find, even if you were to go shop directly from Amazon themselves.
It's a tablet that withstands 1,000 times its own weight on impact. So I just want to say that again. It withstands 1,000 times its own weight on impact. If you drop your tablet, if your tablet tumbles, if you hand it to somebody and it slips on the way, it's not a tablet. In fact, watch this. It doesn't have to be be babied all the time. I watch these and I always think, these are the kind of videos that I see like when they're selling a mattress or something that really you think of having to take an incredible beating. It's not typically with an electronic. So it's nice because this is something you have with you all the time. And to take it to the next level on how your tablet's gonna be protected, we're doing something today we haven't done before. So a case is included in the form of a voucher for a caseable. What's that mean? It means that you go online and order this case. We send you a code, basically. You order it, the shipping's included, everything's included. There are 10,000 different designs that you can choose from, or you can upload your own photo as well. So upload a photo of your
grandkids. There you go.
I'm a Kentuckian, so I'm thinking your favorite basketball team, whatever it is you want. So a physical case doesn't come along, but a case does come along in the form of a voucher from Caseable. Caseables are made in Brooklyn. They're recycled. They're really, really nice. And this is designed specifically to fit and do a beautiful job with your Fire 8-inch high-definition tablet. I think we have a list of features. I'd love to talk you guys through. We're down to our last couple of minutes here. I know we've shown you some of the voice capability. I'd love to do more of that, but in case I don't get to everything, you have the 8-inch high-definition in-plane switching display. This, by the way, is the 16-gigabyte version, so this is the larger tablet, and it has an expandable memory card slot. It's Alexa-enabled. Alexa's that great built-in voice assistant that will set an appointment for you, that'll help you turn on a light. You can tell it to read to you or to play music, and it will. It's a quad-core processor, so that's one of the reasons this tablet is so fast, can do so much at the same time. 16 gigs of built-in memory, and did you notice that RAM, Brett? You know, probably 95% of our tablets have 1 gigabyte of RAM. This has 50% more. It's better for multitasking. It has an expandable memory as you add more games and more music and all of that, which is so easy to do with the Amazon App Store. 12-hour battery life. You don't have to plug it in all the time. It's not something you have to remember to do. Super lightweight. Again, in this hour, as we talk about aging and we want things that are easier to take with us, that weigh less, that are more convenient to use, that 13-ounce weight is great. Front and rear-facing cameras for using various applications to webcam with your friends and family across the world. The Fire operating system, which as I showed you at the beginning, I think is the easiest in the world to use because you swipe right to your books, you swipe right to your videos, you swipe right to your games, and everything's easy to find.
And those cameras, don't you want to see your grandkids? You know, my mother and my mother-in-law, they try to see their grandkids every single day, even when I don't have time to show them to them.
Of course they do.
I think about my wonderful dearly departed Grammy, who passed before my first son was born, and I get a tear in my eye thinking about what this would have been like, having face-to-face calls. You know, she was an amazing woman. Her last 3 years of life, she sold everything she owned and moved to Mexico.
Wow.
And I'm gonna live my life out with my brother in an artist colony in Mexico.
Wow.
And the way we stayed connected was through a tablet. It did not have the features of this one. It was not easy as this one. This is the one to get. It truly is, and it's so affordable. I mean, it's, what, 52, 53 cents a day on your credit card to take it home and try it out and see if you feel like it can connect you out to the world, not to mention stimulate your brain, let you read your books, watch your favorite movies on the go, and get one for the grandkids. They're gonna take it to school, put it in the bottom of their handbag, and they'll help you set it up at the same time. Get it while we have it available for you. If you want pink headphones, if you're getting it for the frozen princess in your life, I now have 40 left and remaining. Those will sell out by the end of this hour. If you want the silver headphones that go along with the purchase for free, I've got 150 left. We also have them in red and we have them in blue. With the calls coming in, about half our supplies are now gone. We've specially curated this for Connected Life and Aging in Place. I hope you're as excited about it as I am. Not to mention 6 months of major top-of-the-line brain-stimulating brain games for you or anybody you gift this tablet to. You cannot get that anywhere but here at HSN. Aaron, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
I really thought I'd do a better job at those brain.
Those brain games are tougher than you expect them to be.
Just for brain games alone at that price. Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Now, the focus of this show has been all about independent living at any and every single age, and we could not do it without the 911 Help Now pendant. It's officially down to about 300. It is the only of its kind. It is that alert style, press a button and 911 is immediately there for you, but you never pay a fee. No weekly fee, no monthly fee, no contract, no commitment. We are down to only about 300 of them. If you are a senior living alone and you want to know you can connect with 911 without a cell phone bill, without a contract, if you've got an elderly parent living alone for their first time, if you live alone and so does your best friend that lives 4 doors down in your condo building, for $25 a month on your credit card, one touch, immediate access to 911. I wholeheartedly hope you consider this product. I hope you never need it, but your children and your grandchildren will have peace of mind knowing that you do have it. It is final call at our special price. It is last chance to shop for it for less than $1 a day on your credit card. Okay. Now we have a really big, exciting special to close our night tonight. And Lori Leland is back to give you early access to a Today Special coming up for our innovation event. This is the Zbox Soundbar. Now, we've all heard about the need for a soundbar because we have super thin flat screen TVs and the sound quality is, I think is the technical term for it.
I like that. That's a great description.
The AccuVoice TV speaker from Zbox is one of a kind in that not only does it give you superior sound quality, but it amplifies and clarifies
and then promotes
the voices.
The voices, yes.
So no more, what did he say? No more I couldn't hear her. No more the ambient music in the background, the explosions in the show.
Sure.
No more I can't hear or understand what is going on. It is a one-of-a-kind, innovative advancement in the world of TV sound. Already in pre-sale only, over 1,600 have been ordered. It has nothing but perfect 5-star customer picks for us, and it's the lowest price in America. It is going to be our Today Special on Sunday. If there are any still left available, we're already talking about how to replan the entire day. Let me show you the value. Lori's going to show you the depth of change in the way voices are heard, the way sounds are equalized. But take a look. It is a $250 one-of-a-kind soundbar speaker that works on every flat screen TV that you've got. You get it for the lowest price in the country, plus a bunch of extra freebies thrown in. It's a great gift for other seniors. It's a phenomenal product.
And this is for everybody. This is across the board. This is something I'm using in my life that has changed my life because let's face it, there's an epidemic in this country. And the problem is we cannot hear the voices on TV. Do you know there are over 95 million Americans that are over the age of 50? And a lot of these folks went to rock concerts and they didn't do their hearing any favors in the process of all of those things they were doing when they were young. This is the ultimate solution to be able to hear the voices on TV better than ever before. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not only wildly passionate about it, I have come back and bought many more. I got one as a sample that I used in my own home. Then I came back and bought 2 more, and then I'm buying another one at this Today Special price because now I had to have one on my other TV. I had to get 2 for my parents, so they have one on both of their TVs. The problem is, it's not about volume. It's not about, okay, turn up the volume, I can't hear anymore. It's now about the Hollywood mixing techniques that you talked about, Brett, the explosions, the drama, all of those things are taking center stage to the actual plot points, and the voices that you can hear on TV are now getting so muddled in the background. And here's really one of the big problems. So you talked about our flat panel TVs, and we're having this love affair with how gorgeous they are. Here's the problem. There's no space in those TVs for a decent speaker. So look at a typical speaker that you would find in a television set that is a flat panel TV. And not only is that size a problem, in many, many cases, those speakers are either firing down or back at the wall, so you're not getting very good sound quality at all. It's tinny, it's hollow, it's frustrating. So if you've ever done this, if you've ever rewound a TV show so many times that now it takes you an hour and 15 or an hour and 20 minutes to get through a single hour-long TV show, you need the Zbox.
Well, or if you've just given up and said, oh, I think I caught about half the plot.
Right.
Or if you're blaring the volume and people come in from the next room and go, have you lost your marbles? Have you lost your mind? Turn it down. And you're like, but I can't understand what they're saying. What I want to do, we're going to talk you through it live, but I want you to hear from customers who've gotten this home. There is nothing else like it in the industry, and only while supplies last. It is far and away the lowest price in the country. Before you blast out your speakers, before you have a fight with your spouse because you cannot hear the voices that are being said, get a Zbox. Listen to what fellow shoppers have had to say about it. There's nothing else like it.
It's very difficult for me sometimes to decipher between the language and the speech and the background noise. With this AccuVoice, I'm actually able to hear the speech without having to turn the television volume up.
I don't have to rewind my DVR to actually hear what they're saying or put on closed caption. This was fantastic.
So with the AccuVoice, I know that I can be, involved in the scene and hear every word that's being said by the characters.
I mean, what a solution.
Right?
How many of you have gone,
So easy.
is my hearing aid not working anymore? Do I need a hearing aid?
I know, my hearing is pretty good and I can't hear anything that's going on TV, and it's causing so many fights in my life because my husband's like, it's too loud already. It's not a matter of being loud enough, it's a matter of being clear enough, and that's where the Zbox comes in. This has patent pending hearing aid technology built right in, and look at how sleek and slim it is. Look at this in conjunction to my hand. This is only about 17 inches. There's one cable to plug this into your TV. We include it for you. Literally, the folks at Zbox put to the task a 9-year-old girl in their family. She was able to hook this up with the one-page instruction manual in about 7 minutes. So if she can do it, if I can do it, you can absolutely do it. But let's listen to regular TV, because we all know it's very disappointing. You get that tinny sound quality that's not rich, it's not full. I'm gonna go ahead and increase the volume.
Those who cannot fight for themselves.
Okay, I can't hear any of that. She's got a very thick accent, by the way, which is not always easy for us to hear as well.
Experience it in IMAX 3D June 2nd.
There's with your Zvox. So it's not just all of the sound, which comes through better.
Young woman.
Listen to the voices and the speech.
She and I are working together, sir.
All right, so without, you can hear that TV, and I can increase that TV volume all day long. It's not going to make it any clearer. So now we're up to 25.
It does. It kind of gets worse when you crank up the TV.
It does get
volume.
worse. And this is a really high-end name brand television.
Yep.
Listen.
When war ravaged the earth.
Isn't that better?
Created us.
It's it is literally like there is an equalizing hearing aid built into this speaker.
It is. It's like going from 2D to 3D.
Yeah.
It's like going from standard definition to 8K TV, isn't it? So listen to this again. With that thick accent, and there's no bigger fan of a thick accent than me. I think it's very beautiful to hear. Can't always understand it. And that's been my problem.
June 2nd.
But listen to how much more clear the voices are when you're using your I can't say it, Zvox speaker.
She's my,
Without.
Off.
She and I are working together, sir.
Amazing, right?
You know, I just start to think about, we all want to relax, we all want to unwind, we all want to lay in bed and watch a good movie, but if you
And we wanna
can't
be
hear,
immersed.
if you can't follow the storyline, if you're frustrated that you cannot understand what's being said, and you're reaching for the remote, and you're cranking the volume up too high, and you're arguing and you're fighting over it, this is a phenomenal upgrade. It works with all of your major televisions. So if you've got a Samsung or an LG, whether you've got a Sharp or an,
Doesn't matter.
It's gonna cover absolutely all of you. It's so worth the money tonight. And we just wanted to take away one of the frustrations, give you back the joy of hearing the announcer tell you about what's going on in the football game, to actually hear the plot twists in your favorite drama. It's that time of year, you're at home, and this is the moment that you get to relax. This show is about aging in place, aging in your home, and loving every minute of it without something that's big, that's heavy, that's bulky, that's expensive, or that's complicated. Today, join now 1,700 shoppers, already a third of the quantity that's available to do at the lowest price in America, and get what on
Get rid of
earth
this
are you carrying?
eyesore. So this is actually the soundbar I was using in my home on my bedroom TV before I got my Zvox. This thing was a dust catcher. It's gigantic, and let me just tell you, the sound, not even a fraction as good as with your Zvox.
And twice the price, right?
And twice the price. This was many hundreds of dollars, and it wasn't doing the job well. I still couldn't hear the voices on TV. If you want those voices lifted up, clarified, and promoted in a way that you're going to be able to, as clear as a bell, hear every single word that's being spoken, this is the way to do it. And you're getting room-filling 3D sound. The other thing I want you to realize is, with this sleek, slim, little 17-inch speaker bar, you can put it anywhere. You can put it above the TV, below the TV, to the side, to the right, to the left. It doesn't matter. Wherever you put your Zvox, that's the sweet spot in your room. And I just want you to realize, too, we all want to hear TV TV better, but it's not about increasing the volume. It's not about having to rewind all the time because we will have to go back and hear over and over and over again to try to understand the spoken language. With your Zbox, it's giving you that AccuVoice technology with TV dialogue clarity. Sleek aluminum speaker, it's only 17 inches. You even have not only simple setup, we told you about that, one-page instruction manual, one cable, that's all there is to it. You're getting this great little remote control. By the way, you can train your cable remote to use with your Zbox. So you could just put this right in a drawer, but there's some other really neat features here as well. There's an output leveling mode. Have you ever walked into a room or you've been watching TV where the commercials are blaring you out? You simply touch that one button and it will help you tame those loud commercials. And here's what I hope you do. If you're curious about this, if you're interested in it, if you think it's at all compelling, take a look at the competitors out there. Take a look at the big A website, read the nearly 800 nearly perfect reviews for your Zbox AccuVoice, and then come back and get it here because we do have, as Brett said, the lowest price in the country.
You got secure yours now and then go read those reviews. I mean, already with over 1,700 sold, it is a rare opportunity to get it. We've only got 4 minutes left to shop for it. Don't miss this one. Treat yourself. How many times? How many days? How many hours do you spend in front of the television, and how many days do you go, what did she just say?
Right.
Or why is that commercial 10 times louder than the rest of the show? It's a phenomenal, phenomenal, easy to use product, and it solves a problem that so many of us have. We're gonna go to the phones right now. Linda's calling us from South Carolina, who just ordered. Linda, thank you so much for joining us here in Connected Life. How are you tonight?
I'm great, how are you?
We're doing
Great.
fantastic. Are you excited about this?
I am so excited. I've
Yay.
been watching Twin Peaks on Hulu.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
The music to begin with just blasts you out of the room, and then you can't hear a word they're saying. So then you have to put it on the thing with all the words running across the screen, and then you're watching the words instead of watching the show.
Yeah, you're reading
So
it.
I am.
Yes. That's not
So
fun.
I'm super excited.
You know,
I'm
and
glad.
it just works, Linda. I
It
mean, you're right.
does.
Closed captioning, that's what you're talking about, those words coming across. None of us should have to contend with that, especially when you're watching a show so rich and interesting.
Well, you wanna be in it.
You know, that's incredible. Linda, I'm so glad you got
Yay.
it. I'm so glad you recognize that there is a better way through, and we thank you so much for your call tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks,
I can't wait
Linda.
to get it.
We'll get it to you as soon as possible.
I can't wait to see your review, Linda.
And you know, Twin Peaks is a perfect example. One of those shows,
Perfect example.
major plot twists,
Right.
crazy dramatic music.
You need to know what's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
But Hollywood mixing techniques really mixes in favor of that drama. So you have the louder noises, the explosions, the loud music, and the plot points get lost. And for me, that's a major frustration. And for many of us, it's a major frustration. You said it. That's a show for sure. You want to know exactly what's going on, or you're going to get lost and you're going to have no idea what's even happening. With this Zbox, this can be life-changing technology. So total disclosure, I got one sample to play with because I knew I would be out here talking about Zbox with all of you. I went back and bought 2 more. So I bought one for my other television set, and then I bought one for my mom and dad. And my mom and dad loved it so much on their living room TV, they said, we need another one. I haven't bought the one yet because I was waiting for this today's special price because this is the best price we've ever done.
And I will say that, like a holiday gift,
Yeah.
if
Oh
you've
my
got
gosh.
parents, if you've been watching this show shopping for your in-laws or for your parents,
Perfect.
nothing else like it. They will love it. They will recognize and see a difference on day one. 2 minutes left to shop for it. I do want to remind everybody about our value because it's rare. It's only for a limited time. What you're getting is a $250 major one-of-a-kind innovation in the industry, the AccuVoice AV200. You get it for not $250, not even $200, for $169.95. We're throwing in all sorts of goodies and content and sound and music to enjoy. They're totally free when you join us today for basically a little over $1 a day. And what do you spend on that cable subscription? Make those shows that much better.
Make it worth it.
And I do hate to say this, but at this price, consider that second, consider that third. If you have 2 TVs in your home, the living room and the bedroom.
It won't be the same for you. I'm telling you, I had one on my bedroom TV. That's where I put my first one. I had to come back because the living room, I didn't want to watch TV in there anymore. And my husband's like, I don't always want to watch TV in bed. Like, you know, we want to have dinner. We want to have the TV on. We want to understand it out in that room too. So I had to buy one for that TV. Same with my parents. So let's just do this one more time. I just want you to hear. There's typical TV. I've cranked this up to about, it's 28 now. Tinny, flat, hollow. There's There's your Zbox. That's like going from black and white to color.
But it's almost like I feel like I
out.
can see the voice here,
right,
and the rest of the sound behind it back here.
Right. It really does feel like that. And so many times you're trying to get closer and you're trying to turn it up.
She and
I mean, I can barely hear any of this dialogue.
working together, sir.
Much clearer. I mean, it really is a night and day difference. You're going to enjoy TV so much better than ever before, and trust all of the HSN viewers that have reviewed this a perfect 5-star customer pick at hsn.com. And our producer Allison, she bought a Zbox based on my recommendation and Adam Freeman for her dad for Father's Day. He said it was the best Father's Day present he could have ever gotten.
And
He's in love with
we
this.
will not have another price like what you see here before the holiday season. It's the only day of the year to get it at a sale like this. It will be at this price on Sunday. You do not have to wait to get yours. Join close to, we'll be at over 2,000 sold by the end of this hour. Don't miss it while it is available. You'll notice that it's not too big. It will fit in your console. It will fit in below your television. It will fit a 32-inch up to a 75-inch.
You name
it's
it.
not oversized. It's so incredibly affordable. And what's inside of it is real hearing aid technology that's unlike anything else. And in case you're curious, a 9-year-old set it up at Zbox.
In 7 minutes.
So you can do it. Lori, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Phenomenal
much.
product, and just such a wonderful, light-hearted, enjoyable way to end our Aging in Place Independent Living show. Thank you so much for being here. Now, while Lori is here, I do want to remind everybody about 911 Help Now.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Our final supplies. You know, Lori talks about buying Zbox for her mom. You know, her parents have 911 Help Now pendants. I've given one to my mother-in-law. No cell phone, no monthly bill, no contract, and instant and immediate access to the closest local 911 dispatcher. Only when you buy at HSN. You literally never pay a single additional membership fee whatsoever. You've fallen and you need 911. There's a burglar at the door, you need 911. No cell phone required whatsoever. Press a button, they're there for you. It really is the centerpiece of this show. And our good friend, our guest expert, Mark Hager, said it's a necessary product for anybody who's trying to age in place. Now, this show is all about aging. We asked you on our HSN community page, what's the best thing about getting older? Thank you to everybody who answered. Only one winner. Tonight's winner is Zelfia, who said, as I have gotten older, I laugh at more things I wouldn't have laughed at when I was younger, and I have